Thank you, Minister. Senator Canavan.
Thank you, Madam President. My question is to the Minister representing the Minister for Climate Change and Energy, Senator Ayres. Minister, Labor productivity in the electricity, gas, water and waste sector has fallen by 6% since you came to office. Lower productivity in energy production increases costs and therefore increases energy prices. Yet in the government's productivity paper prepared for its economic roundtable, energy productivity or energy prices were not even mentioned. How many jobs have been lost because of rising electricity costs on business?
Senator Ayres.
Well, there's some of this territory I think that Senator Canavan and I agree upon, and some that we don't. It's certainly the case that electricity prices, electricity supply, gas prices are fundamental questions for Australian industry. Australian industry needs affordable electricity and it needs affordable gas. And that is why this government and the announcements that have been made in relation to the reviews in the national electricity market, reviews in terms of the gas market, those reviews are being undertaken, and as you would imagine, I'm very engaged with industry about that important work, because it is important work. One of the messages that is really clear coming back from Australian industry, heavy industry, blue-collar industry, the manufacturing sector, future industrial investors who want to invest in, for example, iron production or critical minerals production in Australia in the current industrial production sector, is that what they want is policy certainty. What they want is a policy framework that delivers more investment in electricity.
Please resume your seat. Senator Cash.
Thank you. It's a point of order in relation to relevance. The question was about the impact of higher electricity prices on this government and how many jobs have been lost as a result.
Thank you, Senator Cash. Minister Wong.
Thank you, President. On the point of order, I submit that Senator Ayres was entirely relevant to a question that deals with the impact of electricity on the economy and industries.
Senator Ayres, I'll draw you to the first part of Senator Canavan's question, which went to gas and electricity prices.
It certainly did. It certainly did. And the one thing that would guarantee a sort of bin fire in terms of gas and electricity prices would be the approach urged by those opposite. And the contest, if only we could provide energy in Australia from the sort of hot waffle that's been emerging from the bitter contest for control of the Liberal and National parties over there. What we saw the outcome of that: less electricity, less gas.
Minister. Thank you, Minister. Senator Canavan, first supplementary.
Sure. Minister, under the Albanese Labor government, electricity prices have skyrocketed by 39%, and yesterday's inflation figures show that electricity prices have gone up by another 13% over the past year. Even after taking out the impacts of the rebates that have ended, electricity prices went up by 5%. The government continues to insist that its investments in wind and solar are the cheapest form of energy. Why are electricity prices going up by so much then?
Thank you, Senator Canavan. Minister Ayres.
Well, Senator Canavan, I mean, honestly, the last time this show was in government, you promised gas prices between $4 and $6, and when you left office, gas prices were north of $31. North of $31. The only thing. The big challenge in front of Australia, of course, if we are serious about the future of Australian industry, the big challenge in front of Australia is building our modern electricity system as our industries electrify and new industry comes on stream, which will have an increasing demand for electricity, particularly data centres, which is why it is a mystery to all of us why your side of politics went to the last election with a plan to put prices up and to deliver less industrial electricity.
Thank you, Senator Ayres. Senator Canavan, second supplementary.
Thank you, Madam President. Minister, Australian families and businesses can't keep absorbing higher power bills. On what date will the average annual bill be lower than it was on the 23rd of May 2022, and by how many dollars?
Thank you, Senator Canavan. Minister Ayres.
Well, electricity prices will be lower when there is more supply. There is more supply now than there ever was when you were in government. We are building electricity generation hand over fist here, and the big obstacle to electricity generation programs and projects in the regions, the big obstacle to transmission projects in the regions, of course, we have to work with regional communities and work these issues through. But it's the silly billies. It's the silly billies wandering around, stoking fear, stoking resentment. Senator Cadell, Senator Canavan, all these characters wandering around in a campaign against Australian industry, a campaign against blue-collar jobs, doing everything that they can to close down Australian industry.
Minister. Senator Whitten.